Okay, we're gonna build this knife. I'm not gonna talk through the building of this knife, but I'm gonna show you how I built this. This handle is a piece of Osage orange that when I was splitting up some stuff trying to get some bow staves, part of it was really crooked. I couldn't really use it for a bow stave, but this really yellow handle, I really liked it. Couple of things that you'll take note of during this build, this video. I didn't temper this blade. I've built several knives out of these saw blades, and what these saw blades are, it's a circular saw blade that goes in a chop saw, somewhat like a miter saw, that my father that owns a welding shop, he cuts metal tubing to build metal trusses, and these blades, it's a very good steel, and I have tempered a few. When I found that when I tempered them, when I say tempered, I would fire my forge up, put this knife in it, back spine down, so that I don't heat the edge too much and melt it, and heat this blade up and then dip it in burnt motor oil. And it gives it a nice black finish on the blade, and that would be the only reason that I would want to do this to this blade. But I'm not gonna do it. What it does is it makes it so hard on the edge that it's hard to sharpen. But now once it is sharp, it will stay sharp for a while. But if you do any chopping, batoning, pieces of this blade will chip out. It's pretty hard. This blade is already tempered enough into the right steel that as I grind it on this and I cut it with that cutoff wheel burns that edge and it loses the temper right along that edge. But as you grind that off with a belt grinder, you grind a lot of what changed colors and lost its temper off. And you do this slow and do a little at a time, and don't get in a big hurry and try to grind it down real fast. And if it turns blue, it loses its temper. As long as when you grind it slow, you don't make it turn blue, it will stay sharp. So this knife will stay sharp enough for me to do what I'm gonna do with it, skinning stuff, bushcraft. I'll usually sharpen it before, if I'm leaving to go camping overnight, I'll make sure my knife's sharp before I leave. I don't sharpen it every day. I won't have to. It's not gonna be that weak. It will be probably as good as most average knife that you just buy off of a shelf at the $30, $40, $50 range. If you go to Smoky Mountain Knife Works and you just order a knife of some of these other companies, it's gonna be as good a steel as that already. It's probably not gonna be perfect like a handmade $250 knife, but I pinned this with, this is brazen rods that I pinned this handle on with. I mixed up JB Weld and to put these scales on. I sanded most of this down with a belt sander, roughed it up with I think it's a 36 grit belt. And then I've got a 82 grit belt, or I think it's 82. I show it on the video, maybe 60 something, but it's not a real fine grit, but it's a wore out belt. And I like that because it's already smooth and it's to what I wanted it to be. And then I went over and finished smoothing it up and doing some detail shaping with my hand sander. That works really well. But this knife, it's gonna make a really good knife. And I like this design, I like this drop point. I like this style. This is what I like for a knife, and I'll build me a holster for it. And then when one day comes along, somebody will ask about my knife and I'll just give it to them. And then I get to build me another one. That's what I did with my last knife. The guy that brought me the Osage orange tree, he's got another big trunk that's gonna make some really nice bow staves, but it's a little bigger than he could handle at the time by himself. So he's gonna bring that to me. And when he brought me those logs, I pulled the knife that I had on my belt that you've seen in some other videos, and I handed it to him. That was a trade to a barter type for that wood. He didn't ask, he wasn't gonna charge me for that wood, but I wanted to give him something. So anyway, I'm gonna get started. I'm not gonna talk through the video. It'll just be, and I'm gonna try to do a lot of it in time lapse so that it's not too long. Otherwise, it'll be an hour-long video. But this knife overall, it's under 12 inches. I think I had it at like 11 and a half, something like that. And in the video, you'll see me cutting out. I'm gonna make a smaller knife to go with it with a bone handle that'll be more of my real skinning knife, maybe. I don't know, but I'm gonna build a holster, and I'll show a video later of me building a holster for this. But this is Osage orange, and this is a chop saw blade, and it's pretty simple, straightforward. This knife, I don't have not $1 in it. So the saw blades are free to me. Is there better steel out there? This is not quite, I'm saying this is around 1/8 of an inch thick. It may not even be 1/8 of an inch thick. I'll have to check that. It may be like, I don't know if it's 3/16. It's not thicker. I'll have to mic this and see exactly how thick. But these saw blades, it's a little more than a 1/16. It's between a 1/16 and an 1/8 probably. It may be, I don't know. I'll have to look into this. But it's a good saw blade. They're ready made. But what I did is I learned to make knives out of what I had available. And that's kind of what I'm showing in this video. So I'm gonna put a hole back here where my lanyard goes eventually, but I don't know. I put the hole in the steel in case I wanted to, and I drilled a 1/4 inch hole through there. And I'm not sure that I want the lanyard on there or not, but I wanted the hole in the steel in case I decided, hey, I need one, and I can put it on there. Anyway, enjoy the video. Thank you guys for watching this. This is what I'm going to finish sharpening it with. It's already pretty sharp. This is just a butterfly diamond bit. You can get them at Smoky Mountain Knife Works. I buy a lot of stuff from them at different times, pocket knives and what have you, but I like to make my own knives. It's just, I'd rather have something that I made. But this knife, it's already pretty sharp, and I haven't put a lot of time. It's cutting hair off there, and I haven't really just honed it. So this is good steel. Enjoy my video. Thank you guys for watching. I think I'm gonna make my handle for my knife out of this Osage orange. I was splitting some bow staves here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to use that piece. It curled up, which I knew the limb was bowed anyway. But anyway, I was playing with it. This is some left over. I think I'm gonna try to cut me a knife scale out of this piece here.